Hello, good evening. We are attending another Hoveton Parish Council meeting, following up from last month's. So, here goes. Community. First. Hiya. Come for the meeting. Yeah, it's all up to date. 11th of May. Who was in for that? I don't actually know. I didn't check that. Who got in on your districts? Do you know who got in?
Oh,
yes, it was Adam Vardy.
Lib Dem.
Lib Dem.
That's safe to know. What was his name again, sorry?
Adam Vardy.
Can't say I've heard of him. Adam Vardy.
Vardy. Vardy, yeah. V-A-R-D-Y.
Oh, Vardy.
Vardy.
Gotcha.
He's a nice chap. He
came to my door.
He came to my door and we had a chat.
Oh, he canvassed, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get anyone canvassing over at my way.
Where do you live?
North Wroxham West.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was...
Yeah, I was standing
quiet.
in Stalham.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. Obviously, I didn't get in. I was standing for Labour.
Don't worry. Hi. Is the seat taken, is it? Nice up to the left. Protrudes.
Oh, thanks for that.
How are you? I don't like that joke. Certainly not true. Oh yeah, okay, that's nice. All the land, all the banks, and your house. How long is it? Yeah, we went back in front. Who did? Joined anything? Or just tell his phone. All right. Richard, do you know how to set up a recording kit? No, just do it on the phone.
Is it starting or something?
Not really. That's a good point. Where's the time? No, time's gone away. He's away for a few days. He's going on holiday.
Just David do it.
David's just gone on holiday as well.
Right, so we're
Quite slow. We are tourists, aren't we? Yeah. We're tourists. Yes.
I could move around.
sat here most times we
I've had quotes, we've had 2 quotes about the fencing by the compound. One stands out well, which is the 1300.
This compound.
The compound where the fence has gone down.
Oh, right, yeah, around the shed.
Do we need to have a trustee meeting to approve that, or has that already been written into the equation?
That's a very complicated one,
I thought we have to look and see what the management committee does itself. I'm not quite sure.
They can decide on that.
We can do
because there's also the other bit about the ramp that the
Yeah.
what's out this afternoon.
Yeah, I gave him some of my crushing run, and we handed to I got rid of my barrel.
I've been trying to do that for weeks.
I've got barrel.
Anyway,
Terrible.
are you ready to start the meeting?
Yep, okay. Right.
Welcome everybody, good evening. Start the meeting on time. I'm going to kick the meeting off, but it's the annual general meeting, which is a meeting at which we appoint new chairman, new deputy chairman, and so on. So for the chairman, I could ask for a proposal, I'm actually going to make a proposal that Councillor Robinson becomes chairman next year. Do I have a seconder for that? Andrew, seconder. Do I have any more proposals, any other proposals? Okay. Could we just show our support by voting, and it's unanimous, isn't it, I think?
Yeah.
Okay, so that will be from the next meeting when he's here, he will be chairman. Okay, so normally the chairman would then sort the election of vice chairman, but I will carry on to do that. And for the vice chair, I would like to propose that Andrew Parker continue to be the vice chair. Is there anything to second that?
I'll second that.
Okay. Are there any other proposals for a vice chairman? So I think Andrew, you are now vice chairman, and as the most sort of officially appointed councillor, I'll hand over the running of the meeting to you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so
Who's the no chairman? I didn't catch the line.
it's
Rob.
Rob.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, you better thought you'd get one of them this morning.
There's some right to get on holiday, is what I can say.
Yes. Right, so I don't have the list of the apologies, do you?
Councillor Henson, Arden and Burns.
Cool.
Apologies are accepted.
Okay, we all know there are.
Any declarations of interest? Anything on the agenda? Minutes of the previous meeting. Are we all happy with minutes as sent out?
Yes, there.
Yeah.
Introduction, yes.
Rigid? Awesome.
Yeah, okay, yes.
Right. For the members of the public, obviously we allow time for anybody to speak up.
Can I just say one matter arising? I just want to not forget the Peter Howe situation, that we do
Yes.
want to find a suitable way of, I think,
Peter Howe was
respecting his
an
memory.
ex-chairman and did a lot of stuff that died recently.
Yeah, I mean, the big project hasn't really been sorted as yet, but along the way, I'd just like to get his, as a sort of initial token suggestion would be to get his name added to the list of potential road names, of which there will be 1 or 2 more roads probably going to be appearing in the village before too long, but if one of those could be remembering him, that'd be a step, a first step, I think. So we, okay, it's just a matter of adding his name to a list. It may not get chosen, but we just like.
On their own kind of thing.
Well, that's the thing. It might not actually happen, but
Yeah.
if we just add it, get his name added to this, that's just. I feel we've then done at least one step forward, and then we've added things.
How does that happen? Is that through the Highways Department
It's,
or
yeah, the
District Council
operate with a list, okay, of approved names, but the developer usually chooses the names that they're going to go with, so we can't guarantee that that would come to the front of the list, but at least I think it would be something that maybe somebody would think was appropriate for the village and as a memorial for Peter. Okay, so that was all I was going to say then.
Okay.
I have a note about the Royals Authority. It was on the minutes that they were going to be a presentation, but that had to be carried forward.
Okay.
The Barclays Bank signatures still being sorted out at the moment.
Okay, thank you.
Right. No Nigel or?
That's a good point.
Unemployed now, isn't he?
No, he's still one of them, isn't he?
He was just going out as
Norfolk,
I walked past.
Norfolk County Council,
He's-
isn't
He may have a clash, and we'll come back to him if he turns up again.
Okay, and if we look at 32.26 on the agenda, the councillor roles, should we take those as agreed and move forward?
Are we going back to the public speaking?
It was skipped, 29.
29.
I didn't get a kit, so.
Sorry.
Yeah, so, yeah, if anybody in the public then who would like to comment on anything. And we do have one other issue, members, the councillor, yeah, so that's it, that's 3 minutes per person, if anybody has anything.
he? Well, one's already been answered about the Broughton Forest, when are they going to turn up and explain? And would it be nice to invite the new Nigel, whoever it is, the young kid on it, to the meetings?
Adam Varley.
No, I mean, he represents us.
It is, yeah, it would be a good idea.
Nigel, I mean, he's at the road, he's come every time, didn't he?
Yeah.
Give you a report about this, that and the other, and blah, blah, blah.
So, yeah, as I understand, he lives in Horner as well, so.
Yeah.
We'll invite him to the next meeting.
Yes,
Yeah.
fine idea, thank you.
Chair, I thought the councillor role was that they were sort of expected to attend community council meetings as well, and there is always an agenda item for them to provide a report. Now, whether, as we experienced from one of our previous councillors, they don't turn up, then that undermines our notion of democracy in a way, because we wouldn't find out so much about things.
So I guess what would the transition just
So he
on
should
Thursday?
presumably formally be invited
Definitely.
to attend the next meeting.
Yeah, with his report.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's that. That's received.
Is there any more? Come to check.
Sorry. Did anybody have anything to say? I'm learning. I'm sorry. No. No. Splendid. Right. Can we receive your report?
Yes, a circulated report, but just to summarise, it's been a very busy month taken up with freedom of information requests and subject access requests, which sadly this takes up my time, which is an expense of course to the councillor, and that's something we're discussing later on in the meeting. So I've worked some hours over my usual time. The other thing I've been looking at was the AGAR forms, that's the end of year accounts. The internal auditor will be coming to look at them this coming month, so they'll be available for us to sign, for you to sign at the next meeting. And there's a proposal to do with staff pay, that we have a fixed day of the month we paid on rather than the last Friday of the month as it is at the moment, so that's going to be later on in the meeting as well. That's about it. Yes, there's some, as I say, some HR things that I've been looking at as well.
Okay, thank you very much. Back to the review of the council roles, which we did at the last meeting, and I suggest that we just go with 32.26 as it stands.
Do you want to propose and second it?
Yes. Propose that.
Okay, I'll second it.
Thank you very much.
Everybody happy with that role? Or did you want?
Can you
Could you just throw it up so that people can see
Yeah, sorry.
who's what's what?
Yeah, did anybody want to suggest any changes there before we perhaps finally agreement, because it was only it's just developing what was agreed
You're
last.
going to have to hold my hand with the Christmas lights. That's new to me.
There's a meeting next week.
Oh, is there?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll let you know.
thank you.
Annual review of our key policies, which we've all been sent. And presumably we're all happy with, so we,
Yeah, I
If you need
think
to
they,
propose and second each
they were
one.
amended quite
I'll get
recently,
this
so
in a
it's
sec.
just,
so I propose that we are happy with the key policies. Anybody want to second that?
I'll second it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the risk assessment will probably need to come back to in the next few months.
Yes. Just, yeah, minute that, so we come back to that one. And then 3426, review our annual subscriptions and memberships. We looked at all of these last time round. I don't think we've got any others, have we, Russell?
No.
So this is the NALC, Norfolk ALC, SLCC, and the Norfolk PTS. Are we happy that we renew all of those?
Do you think for the benefit of everyone, we actually could say what they all stand for?
If I knew that, I would.
The top one is the Norfolk Association of Local Councils, but by subscribing to that, we also then become members of the National Association of Local Councils, which is the umbrella organisation representing the whole sector and has the talks with the government and so on. And we've always been a member of them, and well, the majority of councils in Norfolk belong to that. SLCC is the Society of Local Council Clerks, and they are the professional body most associated with the clerks. Again, well regarded, and we have always belonged to them. The third one is the Norfolk Parish Training Service. We haven't belonged to them before, but we've been looking at councillor training, and their offering is sort of the most suited to what we will want. And we've got that coming up in the next month or so.
Yeah.
And by joining them, we then get a significant, or will get a significant discount on the training. So in effect, it pays itself by getting the training. Again, that about half the councils in Norfolk belong to PTS. So they're all good people for us, particularly with the council. But
We're all fairly new-ish, aren't we? So.
Can we just confirm, is it the 29th of June that we've got our training session?
Yeah,
I think that's
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which may be the first. We might have had more than one training session, but it's one that we have eventually managed to schedule, albeit it's been a bit difficult because of councils being on holiday and that sort of thing.
can I just add, so people are wondering what they actually offer, the NALC and Norfolk ALC tend to offer a lot of model documents that we can use, so we don't have to draw up our policy, for example, from scratch. And the SLCC, well, most recently we had quite a lot of legal advice from them. That was all included in the membership, so we don't have to pay extra for that if it's a limited amount. And others, they will offer all sorts of other advice for clerks to help out councils as well. And the training, of course. Yes.
Great, thank you. Richard, can I come to you for 3526, updating the neighbourhood plan?
Okay, well, the neighbourhood plan at the moment is in the process of a regulation 14, which is the consultation period open to every resident and associated stakeholders and people that have an interest in some form in the area, alongside statutory bodies such as the rivers and drainage boards and the whole lot of them, the energy companies and a number of Natural England and heritage bodies and so on. The Broads Authority as well, they've all been sent direct links to our website where on electronically they're able to download not only an invitation to peruse and consult and comment and so forth, but also all the background documentation associated with the neighbourhood plan. Those documents are also available at our library, at Wroxham Library. There is an online survey form which people can fill in. That doesn't necessarily, like all surveys, it only captures the answers to the questions that are being asked. So there's also the opportunity of open responses, so people can write what they want and send it by email. I think it's through the clerk to us.
Okay.
That period continues, so the consultation group has done a lot of their work as far as getting it out there to everyone. So every household has received a leaflet, and within that leaflet is the access to how to engage on the neighbourhood plan and take part in this Regulation 14 consultation. The thing about it is that we can't come up with new policies at this stage, but what you can do on the back of the consultation by people, and some people have said about agricultural land and so forth, from what we've had in so far, we've got to go through all this, and the local authority will check we've gone through all this, will be that you can actually add or maybe change slightly some aspects of what's been included in the plan if there's a weight to do so at this stage of the consultation. Any changes need to be things that the examiner is likely to be supportive of, because there's no point in redoing the whole plan. If we were to change policies or develop new policies on the plan, it will have to go back into another Regulation 14 period, which means that there'll have to be another 6 weeks of consultation. All the printing, all the publicity, all the documentation will then have to be changed. I think we're broad enough, and I think members of the consultation group are here as well, people that have seen the plan, would be broad enough at this stage to be able to say, yes, that's basically as good as what we can get at the moment. There is automatically a 5-year review anyway built into neighbourhood plans, which, so in 5 years' time, the whole of this exercise could come about again. So I don't know whether I'm allowed to say what I want to say, but I will say that I will say that it's actually quite interesting, this reorganisation that's going on of local government. The central government is pulling in, I think that's the word, all local plans. And Norfolk District Council, from documentation that I've seen, have been asked by 2029 to have their local plan fully ratified. Now, their local plan was only ratified last December by North Norfolk District Council, but now the government is pulling it to say, well, actually, we need more development to happen in North Norfolk. So there may be a little bit of, something happening around that, but that shouldn't affect our plan. And so the process of making the neighbourhood plan at the moment will actually be very good, because then when they have to redo their local plan, which they will have to do by 29, they're going to have to bear all our stuff into account as well. So,
with the changes in the boundaries, would we or should we work with Wroxham on that?
On our actual neighbourhood plan, no, because Wroxham isn't in our area, and it's very much a defined area for a neighbourhood plan to be in. Working with Wroxham in the future will possibly have an impact on the local plan, but it'll be a combination of their neighbourhood plan and our neighbourhood plan, which will influence the new local plan, and the new local plan presumably will be the local plan of the Eastern Norfolk District Council, rather than the North Norfolk is what we have at the moment.
Yeah.
So they're going to be having all sorts of shadow times and new councillors only around for a year or two, and all sorts of issues are going to come up within that process. But I think getting it down now, we're putting a decent stake in the ground, and hopefully the stake that goes in the ground is one that the community wants, and the residents want, and the businesses want. So we'll see what comes from it. The consultant will be going through, I think, most of the replies on the survey and what have you. So the consultation group will need to meet again after the 1st of June, so we can then go through all this and see where we get to from there. But at the pace that we're going at, it would be likely that come November, because of the length of time the examiner takes and the local authority come November, ideally, we could be looking at doing the referendum on the plan, which will be everyone in the Hoveton parish would be able to vote on that, either a yes or a no.
And that's separately to replying to the neighbourhood plan.
That would be separate to replying. The replying is at this stage.
It's a different stage.
Yeah, and then we move on to another stage. I think I'm talking about regulation 16 at the moment. We find out about these stages sometimes as we go along. It's okay to write things down and say this is how it looks, how it will be, not the plan itself but the process. But until you're actually in a process, you don't really realise how complex the process is.
And how long it takes.
Or how long it takes, yeah. So unless anyone's got any more questions on the
Do you
neighbourhood.
know how many replies you've had today?
I'm partly looking at Alison on that because I know
There's been quite a few. I mean, I haven't counted them because there's more than you wouldn't glance and say, oh yeah, there's been a few.
Yeah.
I think that they should have all forwarded to your. I'm not sure.
I
I'll have to check.
haven't had anything forwarded for about a week and a half.
All right, no, that's probably about right then.
As far as the ones that forwarded to me, I think we've had about 20 odd replies on the forwarded ones. On the survey ones, we were looking at about 30 completions, presumably because the time period we put into it was deliberately longer than the statutory period. The statutory period is 6 weeks. We started on the 30th, 31st.
But then it's bank holidays and things.
It's bank holidays, it's also taking time to get everything in place. So we've then got a roll in of another 3 weeks from now, I think it is, the 1st of June, when the whole of this consultation period finishes.
I must admit I haven't filled mine in yet, so I've got until the 1st of June,
Everyone's got until the 1st of June. In fact, everyone's got until midnight on the 1st of June. One thing I would like to point out, and I should just quietly ask for this to be done, is that when people do go and click into our website, there's about 3 other items which you have to go down before you get to the neighbourhood plan. Now, as we're in the period to the 1st of June now, is there a possibility that the neighbourhood plan is the first thing that people come to see?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just had a very quick look and I make it, I think it's about 23, but there was another one came in only yesterday.
Yeah.
So,
We're getting some quality
There's
comments
coming
as
in,
well
yeah.
from people,
Have we had any from businesses or have they been individuals? Or?
Mostly organisations and
Yeah.
I wouldn't do
On-
about business as such, but
you see, that's the business and institution side, or whatever you want, Quangos and all that. But the individual members of the public are the ones that primarily do the survey, and that's, as I say, I can't give you an exact number at the moment. I know it's around about 30, it's possibly going to go up more and more now. Also, we had an open day for the village hall, and that had been advertised for every person in the community to be able to come along to see about the neighbourhood plan physically and ask questions and so forth. And that was that leaflet, which is on that notice board by the plan there, went round and it advertised that time. So we were there from 1 o'clock till, I think we went through to about 5, or no, it's about 11, 12 o'clock. So it's a couple of weeks ago now. A lot of things have happened since. But from that, we did get some of the physical survey forms being filled in as well, and some discussion there.
No, I just asked, did all households get a survey?
Yeah.
We certainly didn't get it.
Whereabouts do you live?
Below Road.
No, that was
Where's that?
Rumbelow Road.
Should have me and James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far
We're at the very end.
past the
Just
when
before,
road
just before I get your
finishes?
feet wet. Just before I get your feet wet.
Yes, I know where you are. Did you go down there?
Yeah, we did,
Yeah.
So you haven't had?
No.
Okay, I'll give you a leaflet now.
Thank you.
But that's concerned. Can you ask your neighbours as well? We've got to make sure everything's covered.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. It came with the events leaflet for what's on at the village hall.
Yeah, there were two together.
Once
I've got this and we've got some of those as well.
Okay, thank you.
Well, okay, anything else, Richard? That's great.
No, that's
Okay, 3626 is an update on the Granary Staithe works. Well, that will be me. We're down there on Thursday this week, and we're doing some emergency repairs for health and safety along the footpath towards the river frontage. So we're going to be down there tarmacking early-ish on Thursday morning. So Paul, you coming along, Richard?
probably, yeah.
Good man.
Yeah.
Yourself and Pete, the Groundsman.
Yeah.
Anybody else who'd like to come along? Oh, and Joan. Thank you. Brilliant.
And Dave?
Dave, good man.
Crowd control me and Joe.
It'll work. Great, thank you. Right, and
Me.
let's pick.
I have spoken to Norfolk District Council. I'm waiting to hear from the Environmental Services Department as to the amount of litter picking things that we can have. But it's not completely set in stone, but the date that I'm going for is Saturday, the 27th of June at 10 PM. I have contacted a couple of Girl Guides and whatever, but I think there's potential issues with risk assessments. So I would advise that any children that want to come along will have to be accompanied by their parents. But I will be asking for the services of Victoria to help to do a poster for me, and then that will go out as soon as she's back from holiday, because I don't want to bother her until she's back. So by the beginning of June, I can then put that up. We would have here as a meeting point, and then plan, depending on how many people come, their zones for the litter pick. But this is very useful, because I was thinking to myself, oh, I need a map, and what I need a map. So thank you for providing those, but it will be the 27th of June.
Brilliant, thank you.
If it goes well, we may well do another one.
If it goes well, you shouldn't need it.
Well, before the start of the summer holiday. When I lived in Wales, I used to, I was part of a group called the Clear Up Crew, and we used to meet once a fortnight and clean the beaches and things in the area that I lived. I don't think that we necessarily need to do that because we already have an amazing little unpaid workforce of the Thurman brothers that do that. But it would be quite good maybe if this one goes well and we have a small team together that we can potentially do another one for the beginning of summer holiday. But
Are they involved at all with this one, or are they going to be doing something else?
I'm hoping that they'll be involved as well.
Cool.
That's it. That's
Thank
all
you.
I have for that. Thank you.
3826, consider permitting advertising of the village hall events on Staithe and on HCC notice boards. Well, not a problem on the HCC notice boards because we already do.
I was going to say, we've already been doing this.
One in Roy's, one out here. The one at the medical centre is a bit tough because it's a rather small notice board, so if we want to stick anything else on that, we might need to.
They're also not particularly keen at the medical centre when I've asked them in the past if they would put events on, because they said they would only want medical events on their notice boards. But I guess if we had it on ours, I think it's a teeny tiny poster, we could get away with it.
So as regards the Staithe, Richard, unless the village hall wants to purchase and provide a new notice board down there, we could use the back of the piloting board, which all the information faces through. It's the other side of the fence, it faces the river frontage, so we could use that in effect as a stopgap, or
Could we make them example the old village hall council?
or good point, yeah, we could reuse that one, but we then need to.
Have you seen the new ones that are outside now?
Yes,
Coming in?
I have.
The new boards you guys put up?
Yeah, I put it up today this morning.
No, I didn't.
So there's 2 new boards on the metal triangle poles.
At the first entrance?
At the first entrance. And one side has already had blackboard paint on it. So the idea is that people will be able to just, put chalk on it and
What's
hopefully
on this
what's
week.
on this week and
Sort
so
of
on. The other thing is that the design of it means that if it wanted to have a banner, you could have a banner which has got 2 halves to it, so as it wraps around like that and holds in. So anybody going that way or that way will be able to see specifically the next event, which actually is a band called the Cruisers.
We haven't sold many tickets to it, it's on the 23rd of May.
Yeah, we've got to push it. Yeah, they're a rock and roll band, so that's a nice thing to come to if you're all very well.
They're going to do an Eric Clapton set as well.
Are they?
So they're doing an Eric Clapton set because of when we first mentioned that Eric Clapton had played here in 1966,
Yeah.
and they said, "Oh, great, we'll do an Eric Clapton set because that's part of the area that they cover."
Eric who, sorry?
Anyway, so yeah, they are doing that as part of their set.
That's it. So we've got to find a way of publicising it more there.
I know, I've got some posters I'm
Can you get
going into the village tomorrow
Can
to
you
get
get a
some more.
quote from them to say they're going to do that?
They did, but I can email
If we
them.
could just cut that out
Yeah,
and send it off to EDP or something,
okay.
that would be quite a nice boost.
Yeah, so I'll propose that we'll allow you guys to be told to put events on the stage.
Yeah.
I better not second it because I'm actually on the village hall committee.
Yeah, so then we just need to decide whether we use the back of the pilot board for the time being or permanently, or try and resurrect the old notice board.
Or get a new piece of plywood, paint it black. That's a good sign.
Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
It's a Stones, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But it wasn't Eric Clapton that was on the stage, it was Cream.
It
So
was
it's
Cream.
Ginger Baker, Jack Bruce and Eric Clapton.
Moving swiftly on
Point of order.
to 3926, otherwise we'll have the whole of the 60 chocolate. 3926, finance to approve some payments. Is it income and, oh, that was good. I like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's made.
I might chuck this one back at you, Russell, because you're going to remain in the
Can I just point out there are several HVH Hoveton Village Hall. Some of them are the last couple of months. They're not all current because I
Okay.
think during the overlap period with me and Ben, there was, I think a couple went astray. So we're just catching up with those ones. That's why it looks like there's more than normal.
So the top ones that were approved in May, the second table of 4, they've all got minute references, so I'm guessing they've been approved as well, and those ones to do the streetlight repairs. We talked about, and we talked about the
Well,
BTS
that's the minute
subscription.
reference on this agenda.
It's on this agenda, okay, so as long as we've been approving on this agenda, then they will have approval. So that means that there are some payments to be made, but most, they've all got, where needed, they've all got minute references.
Yeah, apart from
Yeah, but they Groundsman expenses and so on, and Clerk margin comes under another arrangement, doesn't it? That's an ongoing sort of reimbursement of those.
and that's the state of the bank accounts at the moment.
Okay, so it's good to see the bank reconciliation continues into the new financial year, so thank you, Alison.
Okay.
Well, can you just go back down on the bank?
So we have the first instalment of the precept coming this month, so it's looking nice and healthy.
Ah,
The second
okay.
instalment will be in another 6 months.
Yeah.
The £5,000 transfer is because before that instalment we're getting really tight, and Russell and I got a bit nervous, I think.
Yeah.
We took something out.
So cash flow wise, it's a good month,
Calculations.
this is a good month, and 6 months time is a good month, but then we have to make the preset sort of last spending over the next few months. Okay, so it's approved, I think we're all, you will sign, we sign the bank, I think, so. Yeah, so I propose we approve it and second it, and you will sign it. Okay.
Oh, sorry, yes, flashing that up and down. I was looking for the next one, which is, that's not on that. Sorry, it's not on there. Bring it up.
Okay, some direct debits and regular payments are fairly straightforward in that we do see them each month. The quotes for council insurance, I think that's probably a more interesting one because we have the option to continue or switch. I don't know what the answer is there, but Alison will tell us on that.
Yes. So which one I was going to see if I can get the income and expenditure up on the board, but I can't seem to get that up, but it was circulated to you already.
Yeah.
The direct debits, the only direct debit we have is with NPAL for streetlights, and the regular payments are salaries and HMRC. The quotes for insurance, well, unfortunately I have to say the only quote we've got is a repeat last year's, this current insurance company. Haven't had the time, I have to say, to seek out others, and I need to get the asset register in order, which is okay now. But
How much time have we got before the policy?
June, the 1st of June. So.
Okay, so we're getting a bit close now. We could extend it for another year too, and they make quite a good attractive offer to extend it for a year, and that gives us more time to properly get the asset register together. Because I mean, we're in the middle of May now, so I think that will give us time to get the asset
Is it
register.
up or down?
The insurance, are probably about the same until if we renew.
I should know that, shouldn't I?
It was
I'm
about
not sure what it was
£1,700
last year.
from what I just saw.
Let's see.
And if you want next year, I'll happily look at insurance being an ex-broker.
Oh, right, yeah, that would be good. I was going to say, sometimes I know that they will do like a 3-year.
Yeah, that's usually the case, is you go for a 3-year and that gives you time. I mean, I would think that, I think it's, I can't remember the people are in my mind, but it isn't, a huge amount of money, and we do get good value from them.
And these guys specialise in.
Yeah, this is repeat, so total due just under 1,400.
Yeah.
Does the policyholder name need changing?
Yeah, I will do that, yes.
And the
But
address.
and the address, yes, would be,
That's all
it
better,
has to be
isn't
my
it?
address. Yeah, I
Okay, so the village hall is supposed to be your home address.
Yes, yeah, I'm going to try that. Some organisations want my address and some are happy if I want to use a village hall.
Use the village hall if you
Yeah,
can.
I can, yeah. There's a bit of this situation if they have his address.
Yeah.
Over things. Okay.
Okay, so I mean, I'll propose that we roll it forward for one more year, but make sure that in a year's time we do
Yes.
have a time to get the asset register up to date and look at the options and good time.
Does that also cover legal advice and fees?
It does, yes.
So the
So we've
asset
got two
register,
places we can go to on legal advice and fees.
No, it just,
We have to make an insurance claim there.
Okay.
If the SLCC
Oh,
is just
the
included in the membership, but I guess if that, there's a limit to how much they will offer, of course, in the membership. So if we reach, something happened, then when it reached the end of that, we could probably go and make an insurance claim further, if we needed to, hopefully. I wouldn't.
so the asset register is with David, isn't it, and Pete?
yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's okay now.
Yeah,
It's always done.
the asset register is looking okay.
Yeah, it's partly because I'm not confident, I didn't know really what's out there and what we have.
Okay.
So I checked with the Pete and.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of work has been done in the background to make sure all our assets are properly labelled and that we know, and they've each been given an asset number, so we are more on top of it than we have been in the past.
Brilliant.
Is that in Spain,
So
those?
breakdown looks like Turkey.
Is it Turkey, you reckon?
Great picture, by the way.
Okay, that's right. Now on to 4026.
Yeah.
No, any urgent decision made? Oh,
Yeah. Right, we received a request for an internal review of the subject access request, which means that they weren't entirely happy with our original response.
which one was this? Is this?
Well, these are sort of confidential things, we won't
You
name
can't
personally.
Okay.
No. So, I think to do an internal review, I think we're going to go to the new chairman and ask him his opinion.
Sounds like a fun idea.
Sorry, I want to get this off there, and I'm not doing this very well today. Okay. That's going to be. Right, there was a letter from a business asking for some advice on breach of plan, but it's not really, we only get to comment on planning, so I was forwarded them to the right people to help. There was complained about petitioning on the Staithe, and a report of 2 incidents on the Staithe which have been reported to the police and brought to our attention. Hopefully we'll be able to resolve that.
What's the, sorry, I don't know whether you're allowed to go into too much detail, but a complaint about a petition.
Someone's collecting a petition of names, and I think that someone else was unhappy about the way they were going about it.
Okay. And was the petition directed at this council?
I don't know.
So it could be
I
anyone's
haven't seen
petition.
the petition, and I don't know what it's.
The petition,
Probably
if it's one
it'd be-
listed on the Staithe, and they're trying to petition to have the HWRT
Yeah.
truck put back on the
So,
Staithe.
yeah, well, I said, I mean, no one's contacted the council. and
So
said,
what's
"We
the
have a
complaint
petition."
about? Is it about having somebody collecting a petition on the Staithe? Or is it about the contents of the
I
petition?
think they felt they were being intimidated into signing the petition.
Okay, so it could just as well be somebody going on the stage saying, you know,
Well, I think
the carriers which are used by McDonald's are,
Yeah, it could have been.
you know,
Yeah. I think
addressed
we
or whatever.
know it's about the the truck, but nobody has presented it to the council yet, and I don't know of any councillors, but I've not been told about it officially, if you like. I've not been told it's going to present it to us.
There's some stuff on.
It's on Facebook.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in any other.
No.
So it's not a complaint about the council?
No,
Well, it might be, the petition might be, but I don't know how
but
it's
no,
worded.
but that's
the petition is just to get it.
The complaint is about
Complaint
somebody
about the
doing
way-
a petition
Yes.
Yes.
on the
Yeah,
state.
and it's not a council petition, it's on our
So,
land.
but to be clear, we don't mind petitioning,
No.
but we just don't want to have too many complaints about things being done in an aggressive way, I suppose.
Yeah, it was, I think, people were being asked to sign this petition in a not overly nice way.
And the complaint comes to us because it's on the state, which is the
But
council.
we've not physically had this complaint. We're not physically.
I've had an email.
Okay.
and that's-
Okay.
Indeed, we've got to respond to something, haven't we? About the
A report. Yes, there was that email that was circulated
Yes.
asking for a response regarding this.
Yeah, so we've all had that email
Yes,
today, haven't we? It's been received over the weekend.
Yeah.
and we'll get something out to,
We'll respond tomorrow.
tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you have any thoughts about everyone's degree, anything now, or?
On any of that?
Yeah, well, on that D, you've probably got to do some.
D, we've got some more words. Alison has had a go at your words. I've had a go with Alison's and yours.
Okay.
So we need to review that, put it all together and get it out to councillors.
Okay, so tomorrow we need to share some with the councillors.
Yes,
Okay.
And the response needs to be back in by the end of tomorrow.
yes.
Yeah.
So we've got pretty much, we've got 3 different drafts, just need to combine them. Get it back.
This is sort of some ongoing emails, and the latest ones were only over the weekend, so I only saw them today, you see, so there isn't a lot on the agenda at the moment.
It's a shame that this takes up so much time, doesn't it? You know,
It does.
where you know, we should be more, we're just being reactive to all this, and rather than being proactive in what we do as councillors. As a statement.
Okay, well, Alison and Clark will be needing to do a reply tomorrow, and I think in that there'll be some probably proactive ideas on how to move things forward, I guess.
Yeah. Right, so 42, 26 items for the next meeting? And the date? What's the date?
It's,
The 8th, I believe. Yes,
Eight.
the 8th of June.
Brilliant. And then we've got the internal audit and they've got forms,
Yes.
which was all good, wasn't it?
Yes, police state Ben kept very good accounts, and it's made it very easy for me. So that's sorted out. And the internal auditor said it shouldn't take her very long, she could look at it this month.
Okay, and when do we need to get that in?
Well, once it's signed in June, I can just send it straight off.
Great stuff.
Okay.
Can I go back to something on Granary Staithe I just thought of? When we was down there,
Yep.
the issue with the drain, did anyone know how far Ben got with handling water, or, I don't know.
That's a good point. Did Ben give you all the paperwork?
You actually
Some
know,
time ago.
Alison, do you know what we're talking about?
No.
You know all the things about
Sorry.
the broken?
Yes,
You've
yes.
got to write to the hotel about it.
Yes, and I've given, I haven't heard.
Just there in
Yeah.
the gravel there, behind it, the gravel bit floods,
Yeah.
but behind it there is a manhole cover which keeps overflowing. It's raw
That's
sewage.
what Clear water, then.
Potentially it's angry as water, but Ben was talking to them and Brown's the owner of the precinct
Okay.
to find out, and I think the idea was they were going to drop dye tablets down the various shops and offices to find out whose was leaking, so we could then get that looked at.
These would have gone with it, that's all.
I'll contact them about it and see
Yeah,
if we can
because
solve
it
it.
didn't move on, it probably hasn't moved in 6 months, maybe.
Oh, right, so.
Right, that goes back
to last summer.
last year when it all flooded, wasn't it? That's when it all come about.
Yeah, but the investigation and how
Yeah.
they're going to do it happened after that, didn't it? So yeah, that does need to be put back on.
Okay, well, I'll stick that back on the agenda for next month then.
Thank you.
see where we are with the proposed thing. I think it was at British Telecom or somebody down by Roy's where they wanted to put that
Of the communication.
communication board. What's happened to that? It's all gone
I think there's one at the
quiet.
station now. I saw them putting something down there, like station near that parcel pickup point. But we just went back, maybe find that it might not be the best position.
So we haven't heard whether the plans went through, when it's likely to be, how, you know, if we can use it in the future. It's sort of is it going to be in for the summer? I mean, there's all sorts of questions
It's
now.
not the application, hasn't it? I haven't heard that there's been a decision yet.
No, would they contact us as
Do tell us when
us?
they've made a decision usually.
Yeah.
That's what they should do.
Dave, can you get the
It's
lights?
online.
Is that the right, sir? Oh,
I've
so,
got it on an app.
oh, no, there, thank you. The one on Stalham Road.
Yeah.
Yes, we've got
So
the
I've just
funding
mentioned
for
the
it, the
bus
bus
stop.
stop on Stalham Road. We've got the partial funding for it, that's ready to go as soon as the contractor can put it in, and we've been chasing them month on month, and they've said last week or the week before that they'll be sometime in July. Because there's been a huge backlog, because all the other councils have been putting in their requests under the funding scheme.
The other thing I'd like to note is that there's been quite a few changes to buses going in and through the village. The 5B, for instance, which used to go through Salhouse and Rackheath, I'm now literally doesn't go that way anymore. But it would be really good, I mean, maybe I'll give myself a job, to contact them and find out and get a full list for parishioners of what buses are going through the village now and what times they are, because our current bus timetables only have the old 5B and 12.
I think you can scan, can't you, on the back?
Yes, but I see numerous buses going past. There's a number 10 bus that's coming from Salem.
There's a number 2 once a
There's a
week.
number 2.
717.
So there are these new buses, but it'd be really good to send something out to parishioners about what buses and where and when and you know where they're going to and what their new routes are.
Whether we can send anything out, but we can send it
but,
on the old webpage, can't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the web page is. But
it's just a case of putting it all
We
together
now
and
have a
something
bridge,
for
so we
our.
can't put anything out, unfortunately, to folk.
No,
Well, we
that's
can-
a case for doing our own newsletter at some point.
Yeah, or at least putting it onto our various Facebook and social media pages.
Or put it in the parish.
I'll give myself that
Are
job.
the buses all with the same
Noticeboard.
company?
No, they're not.
No.
It's a whole
All
variety
companies.
of companies. There's Connect Bus, there's First
yellow
buses, the Pink Line buses, and anyway, I'll see what I can find out. I'm going into
The
Norwich.
good thing is that if you're in Norwich and you're having a few bevies, you can get the bus back.
Or the train.
We have to still get the train.
Or the train.
And you never could.
So,
Yeah,
but
so
I
we'll
think
get
it
the
would be good to actually have that information for
Yes.
the parishioners.
Good point, thank you.
Yeah.
Right, so we're moving on now to 4326, and I'm afraid at this point, we have to ask the members of the public.
If you need anything, those are
See you later.
See you later. See you later.
We still have it just there, look, right in front. There it is. Still there. And yeah. Interesting. Yeah, look, 3 of them. I just heard him say, there she is. So there you go. They're out. Interesting.